Hi everyone.
Hello.
You're back.
Another week.
All
Hard work.
dusty. My hair is like, I don't know what it is, but with all the dust, it's so dirty.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a look in this garage here. They say there's a lot of things in here. So let's have a look.
Another surprise.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, do we really want to see this? We can start again. My goodness.
It's not too bad compared to what we've seen.
Motor oils.
There's nothing inside.
Ah, this one's empty. Okay. Alright. Well, at least we have some storage space.
Alright, let's get to work.
We had a week, a Christmas week, cleaning up the garage.
We found again so many old things, also things that are very curious.
And in the beginning we really didn't know what to do with it. But then at one point we were invited by a neighbor. So we went to a neighboring village just to have some lunch together. And he invited like two men that were passing by and they were having a conversation. And you shared about that we had so many things like iron stuff and wood, metal.
I asked if there was a container I could drop it and he said, oh yeah, I'm interested, you can drop it by my house. And then he said, if you just put it outside where you are, we'll come and get it with a little van. It's like, okay, really?
So that was really nice. But then the police came by and they were like, what are you doing here? Now luckily we know this police guy very well. We have a personal connection with him, so we explained that we are doing a project here and that we cleaned up everything. And I also sent a message to the mayor, fortunately, so he knows what we are doing.
All the metal we find, hooks, tools, chains. Yeah, it still works. Good morning, garage.
The team is here! Arr, arr.
Wanted to show. This is what they do, what they did to make a lid. Just make it out of cardboard with a needle and a thread. They're making these cardboard lids. Look at that. Just on the bucket, to make a bucket, they drilled a few holes and then they put a piece of strap. It's amazing, isn't it?
This week, besides the garage, we also were cleaning the walls up a little bit because there was a lot of humidity in the walls. And before the architect came, and he was so sweet, he came between Christmas and New Year, and the walls were so wet that when you touched them, the plaster was just coming off. And even behind the plaster, there was some kind of sand layer or something like that. And so we cleaned up a little bit, just that you have the bare rock stones again. It's a stone wall. This is first small cleanup. Coming off like that. So humid. Yeah. We have been removing a lot of plaster from this wall because it was really, really wet. And as you can see underneath it, there are stones. So what are we going to do? We're going to take everything off until we have the stones. And then we will use lime plaster to finish the wall, which is respirating. It's a breathing material, so it's very good. Because right behind here, this wall is actually in the soil. So the soil comes up to here. And then there's an acequia, so there's a water canal, so a lot of water is draining into the wall, and then it goes underneath the floor up into this wall as well. So we really need a good solution here, because this will be a seed bank in the future, and it's very important to keep the seeds safe. And probably we will have to change the ceilings as well, because the beams are beaten. The beams are eaten by the bugs. And we will do the same here and there as well. We removed the plaster there as well. That's a lot of work to do, which we can do ourselves, of course. Yay! So the architect came today, and now he will make a plan, and then we will have a building license. So we have to wait now until we have the building license to move forward with the project, which is a pity because we really want to, Yeah, that was some nice work to do, and it gave us a first impression of what is about to come.
Yeah.
We made our own design already, and he was like astonished, like, whoa.
Yeah, you did your homework?
I did my homework. I designed everything. I really had a plan, like in 3D, and also floor design, where we wanted some windows, lights, even furniture. Everything was in there, and a little terrace to catch some light. He was like, oh, this is a good idea. Oh, this is also a good idea. Oh, this is also a good idea.
He gave you a lot of compliments.
Yeah. And so he made his work a little bit easier, and for him now he has a lot of things where he can play with, because he knows what we want.
Recycling a couch, so many different parts, wood, metal, and a lot of synthetic stuff, plastic. Well, feels good.
Let's break this prison free. Whew. Scary. Do you remember the first time that we came into the valley? It was that day when we said, like, paradise don't exist, we will never find our own place. Let's give up. And we gave up. And then we just drove here, and we passed the rock formation, and then we saw the valley on the right, and we just looked at each other, we stopped, and was like, this is paradise. It's so beautiful. It does exist, yes.
I said to myself, the people that live here are so lucky, because it's so green here, so beautiful. and I couldn't imagine living here. But then 2 weeks later, we actually were living there in the community house to wait for our house to be finished. So it's just sometimes can just shift and happen, and even with our own house, it's happened the same way.
And then we set up the crowdfunding to protect exactly this piece of land because we were so deeply touched and we felt like we cannot let that happen. But it took them 2 years for everything, even 2.5 years, for everything to come together. And now it's part of the association, and it's for us to guard it. What are we going to do next week?
I think we might start on the garden, huh?
Ooh, there's a huge tree in front of the house which unfortunately died, but it has an amazing grapevine growing up until
All
the top.
intertwined, yeah. It's
And if we cut the tree, it will take the grapevine with
definitely
it.
break, yeah.
So we will clean the whole tree and then make sure that we can preserve the grapevine as much as possible.
And then cut the tree.
Yeah. And maybe make a little bit of space. There's a lot of rubbish still in the garden. I also saw a couple of plastic bottles.
metal
Oh, it's fucking everywhere.
It looks like the house. Not that bad.
And we will plant garlic in our natural farming garden, and then the rest of the winter the garden will just be resting. And then I think in March we'll start sowing the green manure. We have been sowing green manure in autumn, but then in spring we will do it again. And then we're ready to go. We have a lot of straw now. So you will also see the process or the progress of the natural farming garden, how we cultivate our food. You will see how we restore the house. And then maybe we will set our first steps on the land as well. We have like a few trees we bought to plant, like 100. And when you look at them, it's like a little area in this huge piece of land.
Yeah, you weren't able to find them after planting.
Okay, so a lot of things coming up. See you later.
Bye.
Bye.